Pardon me, I've been silent this whole time. We're beginning again, with Beserker in tow. There's an item in Walt's castle I can get. It's not recommended. Yet. Nasty enemies down there. Though with 3 Berserkers, we could probably power through it. But we're not going to worry about that. Useful item, but I don't really have a use for. Anyway. To continue forward, we have to go through the meteor. Who is Gallifrey? At least he's not a Berserker. And welcome to the continent where Karnak is. Karnak is the next destination. And this is also considered a great early money grinding spot. Mainly these woods, because these woods are full of dogs. Which, fortunately, we have the ability to deal with very quickly. Did you see how much gil that was? That was 675. That is very helpful. Ooh, bird. I believe turtle is that. Oh, I didn't see how Butts was badly hurt. Oh, and he's down. He needed that anyway. And Beserker. But this is also, as you can see, a major step up in difficulty. Major step up. And Beserker, while helpful, is not truly that helpful. Turtle's down, though. Come on, Beserker. Okay, the zoo has to die at some point. There we go. So despite how easy the dogs are, everything else is a step up. We can grind off of the dogs if we can, which we should. And turtle shells actually sell for a decent amount of money as well. Let's, use a tent. Running a little low on tents, to be honest. But we shouldn't have too much of a problem. There are reasons, though, that the dogs are so drop so much money. Because we're at Karnak right now. The castle, the ship, and the town. If we can get there. As we can also see that the usefulness of the level tier 1 spells is at an end. Ah, I didn't notice, but yeah, Ferris has been struck by aging. That's what Feeler does. Aging slowly reduces your level. We don't have a way to cure that. Karnak. Fire Kingdom. Okay. We have one clean shot. But first, piano. He's getting better. What's this gonna be, the man with the piano skills? Gonna be the piano man one of these days. But the most important thing is we've got to get ourselves arrested. They've got all the good things, all the good rods, which we're gonna need to buy a lot of. That mithril hammer. We committed a crime. Not much of one, but we did acquire that mithril hammer. We've also bought any other defensive item. And I forget what's the specific trigger. There's a trigger in here somewhere. There it is. Horse feathers. These old men and their sayings and their phrases and their curses. They're beautiful. No, it's not funny. I mean, mithril is a archaic potential term for steel, so that kind of makes sense. You do need lots of heat to make a steel. doesn't make sense, and you'll see this later, the fire-powered ship is directly attached to the crystal. Makes it a very poor boat, because it must be permanently attached to the crystal, as far as we can tell, in order to go anywhere or do anything. Which, as I said, is a very poor boat. But that's our next dungeon. And all this fire running around and just blocks all the good chests and the goodies and... Grr, useless. See? Double fire even. Don't worry, we'll have a chance. We'll have our chance. All these goodies will be ours in time. In time. Scared him off using explosives. That does not sound dangerous in the least. Anyway, back to Karnak, and you'll see why I grabbed what I grabbed. Because all the equipment has now gone up significantly in price. Flame rods, frost rods, and thunder rods are still $750. But probably should have grabbed. No, this is not horrible. Not horribly priced. Thought there was a way to see which one. Anyway, 3 plumed hats, 1 mithril shield, 1 mithril glove, 2 silver plates, and 1 mithril armor, and we're basically poor again. But everyone else, I think they had silk robes here too, didn't they? We are actually poor again. This is why the dogs give out so much gear, so much money, because you are going to need it so badly. Also, sell off all the things we really don't need. Leather stuff, the last of it. Iron. So we now have, we now have some money, but not enough. We are going to need those rods, because if I remember correctly, okay, they do sell the magics as well. We're going to buy Blizara and Thundara and come back for the rest of it later. And your time and, I believe, yes, your time and white mages are there as well. So to the forest we go. I guess they're just weak to fire. With that, we will now buy Fyra, so we can just murder them in one go. Efficiency is the name of the game. And we're going to want at least a few thousand. And did you see that number jump? That is why Black Mage is so good. Though I must admit, I'm not convinced by this sound mod I have in here. I'm not convinced. I don't recall that being the sound Fyra normally makes. But it could very well be something similar. That just kind of hurts. But as you can also see, the cost has gone up exponentially. We can only cast a few level 2s, which is disappointing, but again, to be expected at this point. Again, I'm not sure why these dogs carry all this money. I'm going to assume it's something silly like their pelts are worth so much money. So we actually run into town and sell the pelts. As opposed to, they just drop like 700 gil. But who knows? I most certainly don't. Anyway, let's buy the last spell. We don't have poison. Again, a lot of enemies don't resist that type of thing. Reasons that are known, to be perfectly honest. Let's rest up a little. Slay some more dogs in order to get... I don't know, I want like 7,500. Then I'm gonna purchase about 10 rods. All Blizzard. For good reason. Get some tents. Because again, our healing options are very limited. Because we don't have any elemental absorb running around either. That's the more useful way. I think we might see some of those starting to show up here if you turns your black mages into a healer. You'll have to forgive me, there's not much going on. So, how is everybody? I'm working on setting up a streaming schedule of sorts. Just trying to get into this routine of 8 o'clock every morning, bright and early. When probably there's almost nobody watching. Except for the one day a week where it's likely to get a bit longer than normal. Let's put it that way. What's the money situation at? We're almost there. I might want to grind out to 10,000 just for the fun of it. Anyway, streaming schedule. It won't all be this. This'll take up the daily slot until Fiesta's done. Hopefully I can get this Fiesta done with the remaining time left. I hope so. But regardless, I'm then thinking of other things I could stream, you know, ways to go about things. You know, basic things like that. I would set up the weekly schedule. All that good happy stuff. All that good happy stuff you guys wouldn't have to worry about. I just provide the entertainment as best I can. Because, after all, who doesn't love the Beserker? Oh, Lena's out. Knew that was gonna happen soon. Almost there. There's that shield coming in handy, which, speaking of shields, what makes them useful in this version of the game is shields and every other thing that procs their evasion, procs an evasion of sorts, does so independently. Which sounds like it's a horrible idea. You know, that shield's only like, the best shield's like a 50% chance, and then there are other items that are like a 25% chance on top of that. So it's like, oh, you just want the 75, right? Ooh, you want both of those rolls. Because that 50 is the 50 yes, and that 25's a 25 yes. And you want it to roll those rather than one roll. Gives you slightly better odds. There we go. One more fight for good measure, and we'll buy our rods. I could also buy a bunch of knives, but those are useless. Anyway, frost rods. We'll buy 10 of those. Buy 4 thunder rods. There are reasons for that. And I bought 4 thunder rods. I thought I only bought 3. Apparently I'm horribly wrong. Regardless, those will come in handy. Or, now we rest up in the inn, and we tackle the ship of fire. And we're actually dangerously close to unlocking the fire job. There's just one dungeon between us and them. And that also gave us some wonderful levels. Let's take a look at this ship. Hello, Sid. I'm sorry, we had some wolves to kill. This is the other spot where the world map would show up. It would show up in this upper room, I believe, if you somehow missed it. And Fireship is with you for a little bit. Anyway, Fireship. Very easy to get lost in here. You don't want to go casting those willy-nilly. Oh, defeaters. Yes, I forgot about those. These things you need to be careful of. As you notice, they have a revenge move. And as you can see, that hurt a lot. And they don't drop a ton of cash either, so we are out a lot of cash already, although could sell some elixirs if we really wanted to. Come on, Beserker. Yes, Beserker. But now, now we're gonna start falling out of sync. This is the first actually slightly challenging dungeon. It's only slightly challenging, but it's got some length to it. And things take some time to kill. Because after all this, we could still get those defeaters. Apparently nothing hurts the crew dust, which is a good thing we have Beserker. Always get the free items. And a free mithril glove, so I guess I didn't need to buy Ferris that one. As you've noticed, we've already run through half of our MP, and we haven't gone anywhere. Speak of. That is fairly typical for this dungeon. It is going to be taxing, with no way to recover, and only the one physical damage source. But it's not actually that long. I mean, it just can be. Beserker is very handy right now. Except for the defeaters. The motor traps. Okay, here we go. Tubes. There's actually nothing anyone that's not Beserker can do. Oh, Beserker. There you go. The hammers, which Ferris has, have some useful properties. I think they only take into account, probably should heal, like a quarter of the defense a particular enemy has. So they're pretty useful, actually. The worst part is we have no way out if we get overwhelmed. We have to push forward to the save point. Or we can utilize our ethers or elixirs. Okay, which one of you? You. Okay. So far, so good. Pardon me, there's a tickle somewhere in my throat. A frog has gotten stuck in my esophagus. This was the one we didn't want. Did we? I think this might be the one... Ah, this was progress. I want to say we didn't want to go this way, but kind of needed it. Yes, we kind of don't want to go there if we can help it. Ah, Moonring Blade. That will be potentially helpful. Potentially. Wow. Now we see. Now we wait for Beserker to hit again. Berserker's basically immune to a lot of things. But they're not known to hit. They swing wide. Moonring Blade is much like the Flail, except it's got some very specific classes. If we had a Thief, I think we could maybe use that. That's the one we wanted. Thief's Gloves. I don't think anyone can actually equip that, no. But I believe what they do. Scroll down. Yeah, they increase the chances of a successful steal. So if you have a thief, pardon the squeak, we're just gonna leave. Oh no, Butts has now been confused. He got licked. How dare he get licked? Especially by the guy screaming his own face off. That's just Anyway, progress. Anyway, I was saying, yes, thieves. Actually very useful, because there are a lot of good steals in this game. Bosses have good ones. When you see Greg, you'll understand Greg and the wonderful, wonderful use of everything he has. But for now, let's use up a tent. Once again. And now for a fairly easy puzzle. That is useful. That is US. Oh yes, and you can get into encounters on these platforms as well. I think what you want to do is you want to hit every lever once, and you'll be safe in going where you need to go. I think this is just another, yep, elixir. We might end up using them, but right now, what I'm going to do, remember those frost rot? It is a ship powered by fire. And here's the boss. I just love how in the SNES version it had this very soft undertone of hum. Though admittingly the actual GBA version has a not as pleasant, but still amicable, appreciable sound. Hey, it's the Queen! And boss time. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Liquid Flame and his 4 forms. Thank goodness we got those ice rods, eh? He kind of hurts, but most importantly, we have rods to snap. He has 3,000 health. We just took off 2,200. Rods are amazing. Although he does tend to do that. As you see. Okay, hand form. I guess we have to wait hand form out. And he's gonna try and kill Beserker first. No big deal, he's dead. Each form has 3,000 health in total, but they have varying other stats and abilities. For example, he's got a whirlwind form that's a pain in the butt. He is just a pain in the butt. Which is why we just straight up murdered him with snapping 1 rod. That was 750 gil. Well invested. Just through the pipe, eh? This is why the ship has to be attached to the crystal, and it makes no sense. I mean, that engine is connected directly to the fire crystal, which is a stationary object on land. How this ship goes anywhere, I have no idea. The fire crystal lives. Oh, hello, Mr. Werewolf. You recognize Galuf as well. A soldier, what are you doing? Soldier was not doing so well in the head. He's not the only one. For the fire job has been revealed as a second Beserker. We've got double Beserker, folks. This is gonna make the next few fights very interesting. And here I was thinking I was going to stop after the fire job, but I think we'll go a little bit longer. Mainly due to double Beserker. I don't have any equipment for that second Beserker. I trashed all my equipment for the second Beserker. Oh, crad. I have literally no equipment for this Beserker. The wolf is dead. And remember all that fire that was in our way? It's not anymore. There's a good reason for that. If we'd gotten any job that wasn't wind or water already, we couldn't use it already. But instead we got second Beserker. For some reason, the very essence of fire holds this castle together. Yep. Escape sequence time. I believe we have a very specific 10 minutes here. Okay, job time. Galuf, grab your wolf skin. You're a naked Beserker. Completely naked. You're done. Okay. Naked Galuf. He also stays in the back row because I don't trust him at all. Anyway, save time. Second slot. Get out of here. There's a lot of items. We don't have a lot of time to get all of them. But we can get some of them. 2,000 gil. Useless. Because we have wolves we could farm. Enemies are everywhere. Believe it or not. Because of these. Oh god. Back attacked. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Where is my frost rod? Crap. And yes, the timer continues to count down. Yes, I did just buy those specifically for snapping as panic buttons because there's a lot of treasure. A lot of treasure, and it's all guarded. This is, oh yes, especially by him. I believe he needs thundered. It has been some time. Again, I do not recall what all this treasure is, but I do know that a lot of it good. Sorcerers, I think I can just murder you guys with them. But stop. Kind is to cooperate. I should have just snapped a rod. We've lost a lot of time already. Okay, it might be worth saving some of those rods. Okay, ribbon. That is like one of the only missable items that you are going to want to get. You want that ribbon. There's no if, ands, or buts. You will get that ribbon. That is missable, and that's one of the few ribbons in this game. I think there are exactly 4. There are exactly 4 ribbons. No, Sergeant, you... Fine, Sergeant. You asked for it. I didn't want to do it. Had to bring it. There are items everywhere. Good ones, bad ones. I don't care which ones. Anyway, rods are very cheap to snap, which is why during Fiesta there is such a thing you could run as a 750. They call it a 750, which is the price of a rod. For good reason. Let's see. I know the main gauche is in here somewhere. I believe the main gauche is in the other one. We got time. We got lots of time. Rod snapping is saving us a ton of time. Then the fact I've got 2 black mages is... Okay. We're doing fine. Okay, the main gauche is here. Main gauche is another one of those helpful evasion items, so you could have that, the Elven Cape, and the Aegis Shield, and you can basically have 3 big stat rolls every time you get attacked physically. I am starting to run a little low on rods. I swear there's an elven mantle in somewhere. An elixir. I don't remember what is in all of here. Okay, we can just kill Giga. Ferris. Just murder him. Ferris. He's slightly dangerous. Okay, gets around to over here. Okay, I'm just gonna snap this rod right on your head. And he nearly kills butts. Okay. Potions are pretty useless at this point. Okay. There's nothing in these chests I want, I believe. Come on, let me go. Release me from your embrace. Fine, you die. Yeah, just elixirs and things. We really need to get a move on. There's also a spell in here. It's not missable, but it is a free white mage spell of Asuna. Okay, I'm not even with you guys. We're just gonna not even today. How's that sound, everybody? Or just not even. Just up to the staff, smack. It's broken. You're dead. Or not. Okay, now Gigas is dead. There it is, the elf mantle. I knew there was one in here. For very good reason. And everything else is now superfluous. Let us leave. We've got the Mangouche, which, you know what, all that... Galuf, you dodge. You dodge everything, you crazy old naked man. The crazy old naked man in a wolf skin. Don't look the grandpa in the eye. Don't look him in the eye. Fine. Everyone's fine. Just ignore the naked grandpa in the wolf skin. On the left is the Asuna. Which, you know what? We actually have enough time thanks to all these rods. Lightning Scroll could be useful. That's it. We got 4 minutes. I'm a little worried because of all these scrolls that I've had to... I mean, all these rods that I've had to snap. See? Just free Asuna, which is, I believe, a $3,000 spell. But with 4 minutes left, we're free. And I think that last thing was just another elixir. Or something stupid like that. Another sergeant. I believe this one is special. Where is Thunderstaff? Yes, I believe this one is special. I believe this one is Iron Claw. But I just murdered him, so we don't get to see him. He's a transforming boss. That, yeah. I just avoided Iron Claw. Which is a good thing, because Iron Claw has, well, sergeants have 1,000 health, give or take. Iron Claw himself isn't anything special, other than he drops interesting items, the silver specs, but nothing to worry about. And this is why Black Mage opening is so brilliant. See, we didn't even have to worry about Karnak exploding. We just snapped a bunch of rods. And this is the other annoying thing about the fire crystal. We only get 3 of the jobs initially. We would have gotten Beastmaster, maybe. Or Geomancer, which everybody hates. Thank God we didn't get Geomancer. Ninja would have been helpful, but double Beserker. I guess I can hope for red or white mage on the last job, because otherwise it's if I roll 3 Berserkers and a black mage. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I roll 3 Berserkers and a black mage. Oh, hi, Chancellor. Yeah, we could actually legitimately roll black mage triple Berserker. And that music perfectly describes my thoughts on it. I don't want to, but we're actually a ways off from the Earth Crystal, so we have time to roll with the double Berserker before we get the triple Berserker. Anyway, Shield, Mithril Helm, Mithril armor. And he doesn't need the glove. Because I am keeping him as sort of the dodgier one. Now, I'm not selling all this stuff, just a lot of it. I will keep the useful potentials. Ribbon is brilliant. If we get Dancer is gonna be great if we can roll that. But no one knows what we could get. Only Gilgabot knows. Anyway, now we're gonna need. Yeah, let's go with like 15 flame rods. Life tonics are all useless. Turtle shell useless. Alba drink useless. Thought this was one. No, this is not one of those games where elixirs are worth anything. And we are literally 2 gil away from another rod. Anyway, now that that's done, and we have double Beserker, including dodge Beserker, we are going to run away from the Aegers. Believe we can just move on, but I'm going to see if there's an event flag I have to trip somewhere. This game can be very picky about the event flags sometimes. No? Okay, he is not. I thought Sid is normally up there, but not right now apparently. He might be with the Queen. Or he might be on the ship. Yeah, he's probably on the ship yet. Which there's nothing we forgot there, so we're good. We can just move on. And with the double Beserker. Yes, there he is. This is maybe an event flag, I'm not certain. Oh, now he's gonna go to the pub. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Now, unless you have Blue Mage, and only if you have Blue Mage, yes. You're going to want to avoid this desert. In this desert is the bane of everybody who accidentally steps in it. The Doma Chimera. You want him to an extent. Silent bees. These things have to die really, really quickly. They do as you would expect, and they mute your party. Not a great option, considering. Mithril dragons. Those are actually weak to ice, if I recall correctly. Or they are not. They must be weak to Beserker. They are weak to Beserker. Everything is weak to Beserker. Literally everything is weak to Beserker. Anyway, here's the next location we need to go to. The Library of the Ancients. Everyone seems to be in a little bit of a rush. Why would that be? Well, they're in a hurry because Sid's grandson, Mid, has disappeared for no explainable reason. He just has. And this library being ancient is, well, a little on the decrepit side. It's a little dangerous in here. Surprisingly not yet, but trust me, it is very, very dangerous. I am in the danger zone. I'm in the danger zone. This is not good. It's a good thing I've not encountered anything because I'm in the danger zone. Bad. I'm in the danger zone. Anyway, and here's Ifrit. The only necessary summon in the game. And he can hurt. Anyway, being a fire guy, I have a frost rod in here somewhere. I thought I had a frost. I do not have a frost rod. I used my last frost rod. Alright then. He's not weak to it, but this should hurt. Anyway, Ifrit. He's got 3,000 health, 1,000 mana. And he does that. How could I have forgotten that? Oh, I actually... I'm dead. I am dead. I've got no way to damage him. Other than Beserker for 2,000 health. We're dead. This is a foregone conclusion. We are dead. This is a foregone conclusion. We are dead. Because I did not stock up on any frost rods because I swore I had one. If I had one, he would be dead. Oh. Oh, thank God. Whew, I don't need those frost rods anymore. But we are nearly dead. Thank you, Ifrit. Ifrit. I forget the proper pronunciation is Ifrit. Arabic pronunciations are a bit weird like that. Anyway. We're now out of potions. But we now have Ifrit on us. And we're still desperately in the danger zone. We need to get out of here. The danger zone is because something in here, one of the monsters, which I'm surprised we haven't encountered anything. I'm wondering if I didn't trigger the spawning or something silly like that. That would be silly. But one of the monsters in here knows a move called Level 5 Death. Level 5 Death is self-explanatory. If not, it should be plainly obvious why Level 5 Death is a bad thing. Well, we're gonna have to do a little grind. Just a little. Yeah, the latest you want to come here is just past 20. Unless you really want to grind it out, in which case you could. You really don't want to be here at level 20, or, since I'm kind of here early, level 15. Although we are on curve, I believe. Or, not ideal, but it's acceptable. Okay, how much further do we have to go, people? A long way. Now, we're just gonna run back to Karnak. Get some money out of the deal, at least. Well, those dogs are very poor for experience grinding. Or so are these mithril dragons. And Ferris is dead. Everyone is now slightly out of sync. That's gonna make this one level so awkward. Arrow, which we could have learned from any of the Gigases in Karnak. And level 5 death. Do not read this book, under any circumstances. Do not read it. Anyway. What? I'm gonna risk it. We're black mages. We can take that. We've got Ifrit on our side, even though we can't summon him. We don't have a summoner. Yeah, nothing spawned yet, which is... Nothing's trying to murder us, and that has me worried. Because I think we might get level 5 death. Really awkward. I mean, seriously, the fact that nothing has happened yet. This is very awkward. Anyway, we needed Ifrit because this bookshelf hates your guts. A ninja suit. I believe that is that considered an upgrade? It is, just by a little. Perfect. Just what we needed for the old Beserker man. Oh, and we start right off the bat with you. Hello, page 64. A level 5 Deathbringer. Fortunately, being books are really bad against fire. But but books are also very variable in their health and their overall weakness to fire. There are also a variable number of pages in a book. You could end up with 5 or so. You really could end up with like 5 page 64s. Like this one. Or it could have a bunch of page 32s. Who knows? I'm seriously, some of these can go on for like minutes at a time. Oh, there's a page 128. The elf apparently does not like spiders. That's the elf cape in action. And the name 120, 256. We can have anything else? Yes, another page 128. See what I mean? There's no rhyme, reason, or order to these. And another, oh, you die. And we're right back to where we began, again. And it's finally dead. And Ferris has now learned how to berserk. Good job, Beserker. You get a double berserk. Actually doing pretty well overall, other than being a horrible level. But I think we'll be fine. Black Mage allows us to kind of cheese a lot, which is exactly what we're going to do for continuing on. Got a little bit of dungeon yet. That's it. And now for the next boss. Say hello to Biblos. Biblos, as you'd expect being a sealed creature in a book, is very weak against fire. He has 3600 HP, we just did 28 of it. Biblos has the ability to cast Protect on himself, making him very hard for physical parties to get going. He does that after he takes a certain amount of damage, I don't recall what. But on top of that, he has the standard AoEs, he is a pain in the butt. I am not even bothering. He can also do that. You die now. For 1500 HP, he is dead. Gil. Excuse me, Gil. This entire dungeon is referenced really well in Final Fantasy XIV, including Biblios, Liquid Flame even. It's just, it is very good. But, yeah, cheese the bosses when you can. And there he is, mid. Safe and sound. Now we gotta tell him how his grandpa's doing. Except, now he's kind of in a stupor. He nearly killed the queen. He blew up the castle. His machines are literally destroying the fabric of the universe. Mid? His machines are literally destroying the fabric of the universe. Literally. Mid, the world is doomed. Only the Earth crystals left. We're doomed. We don't even know where that is. And that's true. No one in this game world, for some reason, doesn't know where the fourth underpinning of the universe lies. I don't know why. Because that's just an awfully weird thing not to know. Like, hey, yeah, we know where everything else is, we just don't know where this one is. Oh, come on, Berserkers. Oh, Lena's now been olded. That's not good. There you go. Oop, the completely wrong thing to do there. Or maybe it was the right thing to do. If I remember right, it's the zoos that drop elixirs. They're annoying. What you also could have done with Ifrit... Oh, good. Is Doma Chimera, the being of evil that lives in the desert, teaches you one of the very few, that by the way was the main Gosh, one of the very few water moves in the game. And there are enemies that are very specifically weak to water. For example, the next boss. He is only weak against water. But I think I'm going to call it a little early, if that's alright with everyone. We're going to get Sid going again. And then, let's see, what kind of rod situation? We don't have a lot of rods. We don't have a lot of material to make rod from, even. Mithril armor, turtle shells. I'm tempted to just throw some of the stuff away. But what we really need are some thunder rod. For reasons that I'm not going to say, because that is a little ways off in the future. Anyway, let's go see what's up with Sid. Mid should have beat us here, by all rights and purposes. Elder abuse. It is apparently very, very common. Because no one flinched. No one flinched as Mid starts wailing on his grandfather. Mid, excuse me. I mean, admittingly, Sid does need the kick in the pants. See what I mean? This guy is the premier expert on crystals, and he doesn't know where it is. And we're gonna get a ship. We're gonna get a ship, guys! A ship! Yeesh! The second ship we've had, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna call it after the next mode of transportation. Because we have some grinding to do in the next location. I say this because we have 2 Beserkers. 2 actual Beserkers. Which is just amazing. As I said, elder abuse is very common. We have a very old man here, whose siren depicted a very young child, a fairly young child, to attract his soul to. She has a name now, and it is, I believe, properly pronounced Krylie, though most English speakers would call it Kryle. But I'm going by what the proper pronunciation according to Final Fantasy XIV, which is a completely different character by the same name. Final Fantasy XIV is very odd at times. Like I said, elder abuse is normal. What else do you remember, Galuf? You remember everything? Oh, he remembers everything. He's an alien. He rode the meteorite. Because he was stupid 30 years ago. Because they pinned this evil to the underpinnings of this world. Because metaphysics reasons. Oh hey, that looks familiar. And now the whole plot is laid bare. Everyone knows it. And now, all those motives, all that character, no one needs it anymore. Big bad X-Death. That's all you need to know. For some reason, these speech bubbles, you can't walk through. They're that dead asleep. Slept like a top. A boat that sails without wind. We could go many places. We're not, but we could. Notice how it has cannons on the sides. We don't use those cannons. This is not Final Fantasy IV. On water, unlike being in the sky, you can get into encounters. There's no guarantee of it, mind you. Hello, Bird Peninsula. But much like last time we were on the sea, in Ferris's boat, everything is weak to lightning. Or thunder, or whatever you want to call it. But still nothing drops anything near the wonderful amounts of money that were those dogs. And here we are. Our next location, the grind spot. Because here, in a 1 in 16 drop from a very specific enemy, we'll see if we can't get them to show up. I'm gonna probably do this next time. From the Harvester, up top here, he has a 1 in 16 chance to drop a Death Scythe, which is an axe that has a chance to cast instant death. We want at least 4 at some point in the very near future. For one, we have 2 Berserkers. That's never changing. We will have 2 Berserkers in our party. And we didn't succeed. They are known to be very stingy. Anyway, there's a town here. Crescent. And guess what we just lost? Say goodbye to the fire-powered ship. Bye, ship. We had you for all of 30 seconds. Yeah. Final Fantasy V does this a lot. Yes, totally unlucky. That's the word we're gonna go for, not soul-crushingly disappointing. Because we are now trapped on an island. That's it. You know, there's no place else to go. Those could be useful. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna grind for some Death Scythes. Foreshadowing. Remember, there were 2 shards that flew past us when Karnak exploded. That's important to remember. Nope, we know all that black magic, Granny. We know it all. What is all the way down here? I forget. Minstrel's house, and another piano. Let's see how good we are now. He's getting really good. Anyway, minstrel. The reason we want our piano skills, we might get barred. We probably won't. I mean, at this point, I'm wanting to say we're more likely to get another Beserker. The way Gilgabot's been treating us over the last couple of days. Might as well get some of that. And if you talk to people around, they'll mention that the forest is a little suspicious. There's rumors of a black chocobo floating around. Could it be real? It's the black/purple chocobo. And it's not a black chocobo, it is just purple. Come here, you bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is very hard to catch. Bird is exceptionally hard to catch. Got him. Oh yeah, black chocobos are extinct, but you only need the one. Something's not right with this chocobo. He didn't giddy. Couple of good whacks, and there they are, the last 2 crystals for fire. Yeah. Bard and Ranger. Anyway, we have to tell a couple of people that the great fire-powered ship lasted all of 30 seconds before we sank it to the bottom of the ocean. And we'll call it after that, because we could stop here. Black Chocobo can only land in forests, as opposed to Hiryu, who could only land on ground. On top of that, Chocobo can fly over normal mountains, but not big mountains. So just normal mountains. You know, just no Everests. Just, you know, Mount Rainiers and Rainiers and Pikes Peaks of the world. This looks curious. I mean, I wonder what could be here. It's no obvious human settlement. I mean, who would live south of a desert? A really big desert with a pyramid inside it. Definitely not anyone who's still alive. Hey guys, we sunk your ship after 30 seconds. Mid is an optimist. He does not realize the truth of economics. That ship nearly corrupted Karnak. Her entire economy, her entire several years GDP went into the creation of that one ship that now sits at the bottom of the ocean. The Karnak Gill has gone into hyperinflation since the destruction of the fire crystal. Karnak, economically speaking, is hosed. But at least King Tycoon's alive. I wonder where that town is. If only we had a white mage who could teach us float. Sorry, I kinda spaced out there. But with that, we're calling it to a close a little early. Because, I'm going to be honest, I'm on the tired side. I work third shift. This is my nighttime for me. I'm kinda winding down. The next boss is going to be a nightmare of a boss with double Beserker. I want my death size first. So we'll see you guys next time. This is Stomping Llama. We'll see you next time.